We've all had those moments, haven't we? That sinking feeling when you realize you could have done so much better. Moments when regret stings more than the failure itself. For Ryan, that day had arrived. Once celebrated as the brightest kid in school, he was now the subject of disappointed glances. His teachers, his friends, and even his parents, they all expected more. That evening, as he sat alone by his window, the city lights blurring through his unshed tears, Ryan finally faced a difficult truth. He wasn't failing because he wasn't smart. He was failing because he had no discipline. He was letting his potential slip through his fingers, one distraction at a time. That single moment of clarity changed everything. He made a solemn promise to himself. Not another day wasted. He realized he didn't just need a tutor to teach him subjects. He needed a mentor to teach him how to command his own mind. That's when he thought of Coach Miller. The school's PE teacher was a legend, known less for training athletes and more for forging character. The next day, Ryan gathered his courage and approached him. "Coach," he began, his voice wavering, "I can't focus. Every time I try to study, my mind just runs wild. My phone, random thoughts, anything and everything pulls me away. How do I fix this?" Coach Miller listened patiently, a warm, understanding smile spreading across his face. "Ryan," he said gently, "controlling the mind is the toughest battle you'll ever fight. But it's a battle you can win. Come with me." He led Ryan to the school's deserted playground. He set up a wooden target and handed Ryan a simple toy bow and arrow. "Hit the center," he instructed. Ryan took a deep breath, drew the string, and released. The arrow flew wildly, missing the target completely. Coach Miller didn't seem surprised. "What were you looking at when you let go of the arrow?" he asked. Ryan, flustered, replied, The board, the trees behind it, the empty field. Kind of everything, I guess." The coach's smile widened with understanding. "And that's your problem, son. You were looking at everything at once. A true archer sees nothing but the target. Everything else fades away. Ryan, your mind is just like that arrow. It's jumping all over the place, distracted by everything around it. Until you learn to focus solely on your goal, you'll keep missing your mark in life." Ryan stood there in silence, the coach's words hitting him with the force of a physical blow. It was so simple, yet so profound. "So, how do I train my focus?" he asked, his voice filled with a newfound determination. Coach Miller's expression turned firm. "There are 4 simple rules. If you live by them, you'll never lose your way again. First," he began, "control your thoughts. Your mind will wander. That's its nature. The trick is to gently but firmly bring it back every single time. Tell yourself, this is my study time. This is my focus time. Don't get angry at yourself. Just guide your attention back to the task at hand. Second, build a routine. Discipline isn't a magical gift you're born with. It's a habit you build through consistency. Fix a specific time to study, a time to rest, and even a time to dream. Then, stick to that schedule no matter what. Consistency is the foundation of self-control. Third, eliminate distractions. Your phone, video games, social media notifications. Think of them as thieves. They are stealing your time, your attention, and your future. When it's time to work, put them away, turn them off. True focus isn't about multitasking. It's about doing one thing with your whole heart and mind. And fourth, Coach Miller concluded, practice daily. Your mind is a muscle. The more you train it with focused effort, the stronger it will become. You don't need to start with hours. Even 20 minutes of genuine, unbroken focus every day will fundamentally change who you are. Ryan absorbed every word. That night, he didn't just listen. He acted. He drafted a strict routine. He powered down his phone and placed it in another room. On his desk, he taped a small note that read, "Focus is my power." The first week was grueling. His mind rebelled, constantly pulling him toward 1,000 different distractions. But every time it did, he heard Coach Miller's voice in his head. Only look at the target. Slowly but surely, he learned to bring his focus back. It was like taming a wild animal. Weeks melted into months, and a remarkable transformation took place. Ryan could now study for hours, completely absorbed in his work. He wasn't just memorizing facts anymore. He was truly learning, understanding, and mastering the material. He was mastering himself. When the final exams arrived, the air was thick with tension. But Ryan felt a strange sense of calm. He didn't just pass, he topped the entire school. Standing on the stage, hearing the applause, it felt different this time. It wasn't the hollow feeling of pride, it was a deep, fulfilling sense of peace. He knew this victory wasn't about luck or a sudden burst of talent. It was the hard-earned reward of discipline. A year later, holding the scholarship letter that would change his life, Ryan recalled something else Coach Miller had once told him. The mind is like a wild horse. If you don't learn to control it, it will drag you wherever it pleases. But if you train it, if you become its master, it will take you exactly where you want to go. That simple philosophy became Ryan's guiding principle. Train your mind with discipline, and success will have no choice but to follow. So if you find yourself struggling with focus, if you feel your potential is being wasted, remember Ryan's story. You don't need more talent. You need more control. You don't need a perfect, elaborate plan. You need consistent, daily effort. Success isn't born in a fleeting moment of inspiration. It's forged in the quiet, repeated moments of discipline. Start today. Identify your target. Aim your focus. And one day, when you hit your mark, you'll understand that the greatest victory wasn't about being smarter than anyone else. It was about becoming the master of yourself. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories to inspire your journey. Until next time, stay focused and keep moving forward.